Hey guys, like I promised you, I was gonna do a review on one of my guilty pleasure books. For most of you guys know, I've done a bunch of dystopian or alternate present day, which has a bit of action but also romance in behind of it. What you guys don't know about me is that I am a huge romantic. I just love the romance and the whole opposite, and that's what Delirium was kind of a bit about. But it had no dystopian whatsoever characteristics. This book is based on the Romeo and Juliet play from William Shakespeare, which I absolutely love and actually know the entire story. And even though most guys aren't like that, and I don't mean most, this book really does show so much of an intensity of both action, but at the same time it's mostly romance. So the book I'm talking about is Juliet, Immortal by Stacey J. Yeah, okay, so let's go with the summary. Okay, so this book is about, obviously, Juliet, but in this, I guess, in this alternate ending, you find out that Juliet was not killed, she did not commit suicide, she was murdered by her lover, Romeo. And after that, she is chosen to be one of the ambassadors of light, and then you have, obviously from light there's a dark, which Romeo was part of. And they pretty much go on with each other to she tries to do all the love and tries to fix all the love things, and then Romeo's trying to break that and bring the guys or the girls to be on the dark side. And that's pretty much going on until they go to our modern day. Oh god, my gosh, it's close to me. But anyways, and as she tries to figure out who her new assignment is, she finds out she falls in love with the new boy, and she always finds out that there's so much that there is second chances about love, and it actually goes on and on like that. And yeah. Okay, so my review on this book is absolutely love it. 5 stars out of 5 stars. Well, I guess I say 4.5 out of 5 because in a way the book was, I can't say it was perfect, but I do love the ending. The ending was perfect. Just definitely what I wanted in this book, definitely what I wanted to see. There was just so much romance and so many twists and turns. I was actually going to think that she might have go back to Romeo, but she doesn't. And yeah, spoiler alert, but that actually happens in the beginning anyway, so never mind that. But you just love to see the characters and just so much of it, and you always see both Romeo and Juliet's point of view. And I've always loved the story Romeo and Juliet, and having to see it in our modern day, and she's not actually herself and Romeo's not actually himself, what people can see, is so cool because you can actually see how much they're trying and how much they know about these characters, and just how much you can absolutely love, because Juliet isn't this 12-year-old little girl who pretty much does whatever she falls in love with. She's more rebellious, she knows what she wants and she knows what she can do, and she'd rather fight and then fall in love again. But Romeo, you actually see a totally different side from Romeo than what you see in Juliet's perspective, and it's just so amazing and so cool. And you just have no idea what it's like. And there is a second book to Romeo's perspective as he falls to this ultimate thing, and I can't wait for the second book to come out next year. Yeah, next year. But it actually is a pretty good novel, and just the writing and the style is definitely something I love to read. And it has a bunch of all of the Romeo and Juliet terms that you hear and mostly hear from, if you watch a movie from Romeo and Juliet, the most major parts like R's author Romeo, and she explains a lot about herself, and I love how I'm assuming the author, Stacey J, had did a lot of research about Romeo and Juliet. I actually knew a lot of information from me writing my own story about it, but which you guys can go check out once I post it up online. But anyways, what else can I say? I also love the part of the play is actually at the beginning right here. And it goes, these violent delights have violent ends, and the triumph dies like fire and power, which as they kiss consumes. William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. This is actually one of my favorite parts in the, when I was reading Romeo and Juliet. And I actually feel like reading that again. But anyways, there are just so many stories. I actually fell in love with this book at the very beginning of the first chapter. Actually, I didn't get the book at first when I had when I was reading it, the first chapter. I was reading it on Kobo because I got a preview of it, and I was just like, okay, if I really like this book, I'm totally gonna buy it. And then I ended up reading the first chapter and was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I had to read it just because the very beginning shows all her love for Romeo, and then she finds out that she got murdered. And it was so cool. And I actually like the back of it where it gives you kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a snapshot of what it is, and I'm going to read that. I'm not Ariel Draglad. My name's Juliet, and I spent centuries jumping in and out of people's bodies, fighting for true love, trying to save soulmates from Romeo, the man who killed me. Yes, that Juliet, that Romeo. He's in Dylan's body, and I'm borrowing Ariel's body for a short time. Then I'll be gone, and the souls who really live here will come and take my place. But no matter what she remembers, she will never love the way that I do. Never. And that's pretty much how the story goes, and I just absolutely love how she keeps denying her love for blank. I'm not gonna say it because, oh my god. And then the ending, like, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, the ending is just perfect. Oh, I can't get over the ending. And then, like, the true ending, not like the ending of Romeo where it continues on to the second book. The actual ending with Juliet, and it's just, oh my god, so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So 4.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely a book that I would definitely recommend if you are in desperate need of a romance book and you are in the teens or anytime you would like to read this book. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed us watching this video, and I hope you definitely read Juliet Immortal. I was wondering if you guys wanted me to read 1846 maybe? 1846, which is another dystopian novel. I'm curious in reading. If you guys do recommend me reading this and making a review, I'll definitely check that out. Check out my other 3 videos. The first one that I did with my webcam, which is Shatter Me. The other one is Red Blood Road. And the other one, which I'll be posting up, which I posted up yesterday, which is Delirium. And I hope you guys definitely enjoy watching my videos. I'll check you guys tomorrow. I'm actually going to do, what other book? I'm going to do a different book. Another, not so girly, but the cover girl kind of think you, yeah, whatever. But definitely also follow me on Twitter on HG Katniss Gale, and you obviously can tell that is a Hunger Games thing. You wouldn't understand. Quote, quote. If you guys want me to also do a Hunger Games video, definitely comment down below or Twitter me about it. Yeah, so I'll check you guys out later. May the odds be ever in your favor. Goodbye.